Unsweet.
Yeah, Americans are weird.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, y'all fucking missed us?
Yeah.
Did
We're
you
back.
please?
All like 5 of you.
So, you just managed to survive encounter with someone did, I will have to say, Nano and Magpie.
I'm not
What?
dead.
You're not dead! Barely.
Barely.
Why was my name being said?
Because you are not the leader.
You got 1d4 fire damage. Like, you got 4 fire damage as well.
That's barely anything. Come on.
I mean, still, it was fire damage. It could have been dangerous for you. You're a synth.
It could have been, potentially, yeah. I'm gonna scoop up Magpie in my arms and carry her like a little baby.
Aw.
That's gonna
Before
hurt a
that-
lot.
Before that, I pick up Hornet just so that I don't leave it there.
That is not gonna hurt a lot. I'm very, very careful.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
use my tail as a third arm to help support him.
John, are you hurt or are you good?
Well, John is nowhere to
No
be seen.
point.
Because, he's outside.
He popped out.
Oh, I thought he
Oh.
went back into the crate.
No, he went down the same way that Vance went.
Ah.
Oh shit, let's go.
And I'm gonna start walking down.
Are you gonna just leave the people there? You left them unconscious, at least one of them. The other's dead. The other's fucking dead.
We'll throw the one that's alive on my back.
Alright.
It's so useful having a centaur around.
That's gonna put you at slightly encumbered. Keep that in mind.
Encumbered? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you make your way outside, and we're gonna move back to our normal overlay here. I will say, Naughty Mouse, you're going away from them, right?
Yeah.
You join back with the wounded Naughty Mouse. John, you still have this deep slash on your side from one of Red October's knives.
You just The second you see John, you just see him seething while he's like putting pressure on the wound.
John, Naughty Mouse, Doe.
Oh,
Care
fuck.
to fill us in?
Yeah, what the fuck happened here?
She brought out the mama voice. John, are you okay?
Son of a bitch, that bastard. I should have known he was part of this.
You're talking to yourself, now talk to us.
Well,
Who was he?
I knew him as Honey.
Weird.
Oh.
It
Kinky,
used
I
to be his
guess.
street name. I guess he goes by Red October now, which, to be honest, is kind of on the nose. But back
Honey.
before the gate crash, when I had some unsavory ties, to say the least, I worked with him. A mission. Not entirely fond of him.
Honey.
Honey.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Panda, as the old pop culture enthusiast, I will say that you recognize the handle that it goes by now, which is clearly a reference to the Hunt for the Red October, a movie about submarines and submarine combat from with Sean Connery.
Oh. Oh, that.
That on the nose.
Oh, that's dumb. That's nice. I respect it. But, honey.
Mind filling me in? Hello?
So it's this reference to this fucking submarine movie
Of
from the
course he picked that.
2000s.
Of course he picked that one.
Okay.
He's a cocky.
He's a fish.
He's a fish named after who named himself after a submarine movie. Very fucking funny.
Ah.
Oh, then his name was Honey? You telling me he was called Honey? Honey
His name he went by. I don't know if that's his actual name or not. For all I know, he could have legally changed it at some point.
He didn't used to be in Old
Lord.
Town, did he?
Naughty Mouse, remember that old towns are a thing of after the gate crash.
Yeah. So, the answer to that would be technically no, because I don't know if I lost contact with him before the gate crash. I wouldn't know if he was. I do know he used to be part of organized crime, though.
Because I think I knew of a honey mobster back in the day.
Could
I saw him in a cabaret once. He seemed like a cunt.
Probably thinking about the same guy.
Yeah. Used to have that stupid mustache with the whiskers. He really thought he was doing something.
Oh. He thought he was impressing everyone with that fucking mustache.
Nah, he just looked like he didn't have tweezers at home.
He thinks he's
We should
hotter
talk-
shit than he actually is.
Would you object to walking and talking at the same time, people? I don't want to stand here until the building breaks down.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, this, like, Magpie is just sneakily oiling some of Nano's, like, drawings that she can actually read from where she.
Okay. Give me a biomechanics roll, please.
Give me a stealth roll.
That's what I was actually expecting.
Terry,
Yes.
is bio actually
I mean,
applicable here?
it's the most applicable that we can have at the moment because it's pretty much the same sort of attack. It's just not attached to to a bio body. But
Me and John are just over here shit talking mobsters.
Yeah.
Nano,
Yes.
add a conditional +1 to your stealth for the next 8 hours.
Thank you.
Just get you a can of WD-40.
Exactly.
Just like find like what if you have like a compartment space and just shove that in there just in case.
Not that I
I mean,
don't
because
appreciate the gesture, but shouldn't you be resting now?
Shh.
Nano got her fucking mama voice on. Children, stop oiling the robot. Stop oiling the skin. I'm sorry,
John,
that
are
was
you okay to
disrespectful.
walk out of here?
Stop lubing up the robot.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get any more busted up jumping down the hole in the floor, so yeah, I should be good.
Okay.
I think a
Let's
syndicate might
get
have
to
broken out.
somewhere a bit safer and a bit calmer.
Y'all want to
So
sleep
we
over
can
at the
have a proper
mansion?
discussion.
We probably should get to a hospital though.
You tell me what
I
you
mean,
want to
at least two
do.
of us are injured.
I have a lab downstairs. I could just fix y'all up a healing something serum.
Terry,
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's
is
gonna
there
kill
like
me.
a medical at the guild?
Not at the guild, but there is a bit of since you are in the employment of a guild of ARC, you do have like a convention with Lifecraft.
Uh,
It's gonna cost you
uh,
slightly less.
Magpie is just gonna ping the surgeon on Muse, like asking, "Are you working?"
Give me a second. Gonna make a little roll to see if that's the case. Uh,
I think a syndicate. Okay.
I'm about to get into the operating room. We got
Uh,
emergency. Why?
okay, never mind. I was just curious.
You're never just curious.
And Magpie just passes out a bit because blood loss and all that shit. She's a bit
How do you feel about this whole thing? It's the first time that you got seriously hurt in this adventure.
Who's that directed to?
Yeah, who is that directed to?
To you, Magpie.
Uh, I mean, she sort of likes the thrill. She fucking hates the pain.
What do you feel you will need to roll for a mental stat check?
Uh,
You dropped a 4 health.
I dropped to 4 health, so definitely.
Okay, roll me fortitude.
Nice. I can use our nice shiny button here.
Oh Jesus.
I did.
Oh Jesus.
That is not a critical failure because you have a 4 there, and since
Okay.
you were rolling, I'm gonna hold for a lower difficulty since you decided that you wanted to roll.
Okay.
But it's still a failure. You are kind of shaken by this whole ordeal by seeing yourself covered in your own blood.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just a shitty little mechanic. I'm not usually in the crossfire. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, she's just gonna pass out for a bit longer time. Like, it's just like, shaken.
Okay.
I would not be aware of the surgeon, would I?
No, probably
You.
not.
No, I'm gonna start walking to a medical facility.
Okay. Uh,
Is someone carrying her?
I
oh
am.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm carrying her like an oversized baby.
Uh, let me just remind. Let me just remind you one little thing at the moment. It is the middle of the night, but you are in what is currently considered the metropolis.
Oh, what?
The what? It
A
cut out.
metropolis.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Along with that, the area where you went is close to the center of town because it's one of the old buildings of Colorado Springs that got swallowed inside the urban expansion of a city as corporate money started rolling in. You want to bring two people injured and passed out through the center of town, of which one on the centaur's back. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna let that sink in for a
Do
moment.
we have our arc equipment on?
Let's be fair, that's probably not the weirdest thing we've done so far.
Yeah. And
I
do we have our arc
feel,
badges on?
Jerry, correct me, but I feel like somewhere on my body I should have graffiti of the arc symbol.
It's acceptable when you have them, but as graffiti, they don't really count as.
I'm just gonna activate my VR identification from Arc.
Okay, so you're going to want to tell the world that you're from Ark, all right?
And then I'm gonna start walking to the nearest medical facility.
Okay. Give me just a second.
John,
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're
Yes?
going to reach out to our dear officer friend and inform him of the identity of the fishman.
Yep. And he's going to ping Goodman.
Okay. Goodman replies. So yeah.
I got us the handle.
Okay. Care to share?
I promise you I'm not pulling the leg when I say the fisherman's use handle is Red October.
That says absolutely nothing to me.
Okay. I've just been hanging with someone who watches a lot of old movies.
Oh, it's an old. I don't watch
Among
that shit. I don't have time to watch the new ones.
Submarines, bitch.
You're not in the conversation.
context, Red October is a submarine movie.
Submarine.
Just context, Red October is a submarine movie.
Oh, for
So
fuck's
and
sake.
yeah. And it's going. He's going to send over how it's spelt. Um, and if that doesn't work, you ever hear of an old mobster by the name of Hunt?
Oh, thanks to Sahib Shah for the follow.
What?
We had a new follow. Sahib Shah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
follow.
Thank you.
We love people.
We sure do.
You absolutely do.
We love killing them.
I don't know about that, but I've done the most murder in this gang, so I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that the pacifist panda is raking up a killing count at the moment.
I am not pacifist. I am peaceful.
She's a therapist, and
These are,
sometimes a soul is just too broken to save, and then they have to be put out of their misery.
Mhm. These are two completely different pathologies. Violence is sometimes a way to peace. Panda has shown this. Battle Monk.
But yeah, it doesn't take long before
I'm surprised I don't have to
someone
roll.
looks at you and is really kind of horrified by the sight. Uh, there's not a lot of people around, but you can see a group of people looking at you. The usual holy shit sort of mouth motion before
Good
quickly
night. Can I
taking.
help you?
They're just going to cross the road and get as far away from you as they can.
Thank you. Making space is greatly appreciated.
But is Goodwin not going to react to anything when I say? Does he not know who Honey is?
Uh, Goodman is going to think about it for a moment and go. Yeah, we you're talking about what? 7 years ago? 8 years ago? Something like that? Because that's the only one that I can remember.
Um, I'm pretty sure he was involved with. I think it was ago. There was.
We didn't catch any of that. You got completely
Yeah,
synthetic on that one.
Hold on.
it was a bit pooped.
Sorry, my reception's doing funky shit.
No worries.
Alright, so. Yeah, street name used to be Honey. A few years ago. Crap, where is it? Remember that, a few years ago it would have been someone sabotaged a daybreak power plant.
Oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, I remember the sabotage.
Yeah, he was one of the ones in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know much of the details. How messy was that sabotage?
Lot of damage to property, couple dead. Papers of newscasts talked about it for a couple weeks. It was pretty big.
Did they ever find anyone?
No, no one. Honestly, I think it was. I was talking about that. I think they never wanted to find anyone.
Makes you say that.
We all know what there are certain people that are harder to find and keep than others. Let's just put it like that.
Did you at least know how many were on the job?
We don't know.
Okay.
Must have covered their tracks good.
When you have certain backings and certain friends in certain places, it's a lot easier than you will think. Not about I'm gonna write you something real quick, because I think this is something that you will know.
Get your flirt on, boy.
So I know, Jerry, I know this.
Yeah, but I mean,
Different face, different name. This was before the gate crash.
no, I know. Just making sure that you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's what I want.
I'm. It's halfway an interrogation, seeing how much did the public know? Like he
Oh,
was in. Like how much did people know? Because again, like I said, while like I told you, he's actively avoiding his past life. He's trying to figure out, all right, how much is this leading back to me?
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, is gonna go. But it's all a matter of having the right friends to cover your tracks. Something I had to deal with a number of times. Shit, we still need to deal with that. Only got worse in the years.
You like when it goes deep.
I could always pull in a couple favors for you if you ever need help finding anyone particularly nasty.
I mean, it would be nice for once to
All right,
see things happening to the right people.
all right. Give me a name right now.
You want this guy in? Do you have a way to get this guy in?
I mean, I'm certainly trying. I mean, he kind of stabbed me tonight, so.
Are you okay?
Uh, I mean, I've had worse, but not the best.
Uh, are you safe now? Do I need to call
Yeah, we're
someone?
heading to a hospital right now.
Alright. But, well, if you can pull something and you can get some hard evidence, that would be nice. If you want to get him
What kind
in.
of hard evidence? Are we talking?
Confession, like, actual confessions will be good. If you have any transactions, if you have any contacts, if you can find anything of a sort, any ties, anything like that, oh, be nice. But if I remember correctly, that case, good luck with that. Uh, Listen, there are some people you just don't keep in this day and age. It's a
I'm more aware of that than you know.
You can have this back. You can have all that back. I'll do you a favor. I'll
see what you
find
can do, but
that.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to connect him to the Daybreak case?
if you can connect it to a daybreak case, sure, that would be great. Uh, is it still the same? Did he go Gatecrasher?
He's a gate crasher. Remember that fish guy I was talking about that was running from the scene on New Year's?
Yeah, I remember.
That's him.
That might make things a bit harder. The There's still a bit of difficulty to pin DNA evidence from one form to the other.
Yeah, but the paper trail for identity should still be the same.
Yeah, that should be.
Very hard, even with the gate crash, it's still very hard to erase who you are.
Oh, yeah, that is absolutely true. If you can manage that, if you can manage to get a paper trail, that will help a lot.
Is the statute of limitations still active for the Daybreak case?
Sorry, it's for what? Is
Is the statute
Yeah.
of limitations still active for the Daybreak
that
case?
can you write it right for me because I didn't catch the word.
Is the statute of limitation for the case, can they still put people in jail for it, or is it expired?
Oh, oh no, we can still keep them in. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Statute of limitations is usually 9 years.
Yeah,
I
Modern
mean,
absolutely.
limitations.
if there were a few dead, then the murder part of it is gonna be continue to be active.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
going to.
It's
But
absolutely
like,
still active.
okay, so
The plot chickens.
The plot does not chicken, it thickens.
Oh no! Oh no, there's some chicken here.
Oh god.
How do you prove someone was there without proving that you helped them?
That's up to you. You're the one that is.
Oh, you don't say
Like,
shit.
and you can't just tell the guy, "Don't ask how I found this out."
You can always ask for immunity.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to seduce this guy. I want to romance. Like, how do you? Like,
If only you had somebody capable of hacking into communications when pointed in the right direction.
Or someone capable of modifying the paper trail as well. Modifying the files so that.
Was there a paper trail?
Digital one.
there's always gonna be there is.
There is a paper trail. Let's just say
Okay.
that paper trails for certain things are really, really hard to follow. So you have a very. Like, you're taking a very difficult task. I'm just gonna tell you this. Because you should know that all too well.
Uh-huh.
Alright?
Yeah. I know. I'm living for this too, but I'm just like shit. I'm half. Oh, son of a bitch, and also half yes, because I love these kinds of things, but also I have to deal with it now.
Well, you made
Yeah,
your bed. Now you have to sleep in it. Underwater.
Yeah. You still have a room at the mansion.
But yeah, he's gonna say, well, again, if you can manage to get the evidence here, and you can manage to make it bulletproof.
Wait,
I'm sorry, you
John.
cut out a couple times. What was that?
If you can manage to get that evidence here and make it waterproof, that's gonna be great. Like, we can probably do something with it, but
I'll see what I can do.
all right.
This is talking about an event before the gate crash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you have the perfect alibi.
What's my
Which is?
alibi?
Pre-gate crash. I'm sorry, I'm still metagaming.
No. What is it?
What would be the alibi for that?
Before John was John.
Yeah, well, John went through the gate crash as well,
Oh well, yes.
didn't he?
Yeah, but we're trying to prove that Red October was honey before the gator. So we're trying to prove that the fish person we just saw running away was the guy that did the daybreak stuff. So we're
Okay.
trying to cancel out the alibi you're trying to use for John now.
Oh, okay.
Because, just to give you a bit of lore, because Jerry told me this, how I know what the Daybreak was, John, back before he was John, worked with Honey
Yeah.
on the Daybreak case. Sabotaging the place. And that's where John recognized him from. Because it was like, oh yeah, you recognize him. Oh, I worked with this guy before. Oh, I don't like this guy.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
and so that's why it struck him when I called him Honey, because that was the name he used to go by.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I have to prove that he was part of the Daybreak without.
Mm-hmm. And all you have is evidence from a dead person?
Well,
All they have is evidence that they were there.
yeah,
Mhm.
any
Because they
evidence,
were
like,
there.
yeah, I was there, so I would know he was there too. But I have no way of proving that without proving that I'm also guilty.
Ah,
I've committed the same crimes as this man, and I don't want to be persecuted for them.
And I gotta explain that, was that in character?
No, that was
no.
out of character. They don't
Okay.
know
Oh,
the
that was out
context
of
of.
character.
We don't know anything. I'm just walking to a hospital with a sleeping baby in my arms.
Yes, I am passed
Yeah,
I'm,
out.
I'm just
yeah. They just
following
they just see
Nano.
John get quiet and get solemn as he realizes this task has just been laid on him, and he's just like, "Oh
Oh
Were
no."
you able
shit.
to reach him, John?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Were you able to reach him?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Will they look into him?
They're going to try. So I know he used to be part of some more an organized crime syndicate. I think they broke up and he moved to mercenary work. Well, I know he moved to mercenary work, but I because it broke up. I found him on the seamstress board. He's the one who organized the sabotage that got me pinned in the first place. He uh he sabotaged a daybreak power plant. I'm trying to find evidence to it.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
So, if we see it again, can I heavily damage him?
uh,
I
I
didn't
mean,
say
yeah.
kill. Yeah? Yeah? Fuck yeah. All right. High
So
five.
long as
He'll be able to talk.
we can bring him in for the reward money, I don't care.
All right.
I
John,
was.
you got somewhere to sleep tonight?
You know I don't.
Oh,
oh, that's.
Well,
Oh.
I got a specially fitted fish bed for you, ma'am.
When did you get that?
I did some shopping.
When?
how much money do you have?
We met we met each other 2 days ago.
Hey, 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 Jeriel, how much would that cost?
That will
Fish
of
bed.
course,
Right.
something like that will cost you about, depends on the quality. If you're going for a basic, standard bed for people with John needs, it would have been about 300. If you want to go something better,
That's what we got, because we wouldn't want something super expensive. That's what we got. Subtracted. We got it. Sleepover.
alright.
Honestly, I would have been fine with the tub.
It can fit in the tub if you want.
What?
It can fit in the tub if you want.
The bed?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you didn't need to buy a bed. I can sleep in the tub.
Oh. Well, nevertheless, you got one, and hey, John, guess what?
What?
If you're deciding to stay in Cerulean Springs for a while, you kind of got a home too.
I don't exactly have
Hmm?
anywhere else to go. Kind of here my whole life.
Well, welcome home.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's
I
been a
can.
while since I felt like I've had a home.
Hmm?
It's been a while since I felt like I had a home.
Well, now you'll always have a place to come back to.
I actually picture the magpie just coming to for a moment, going, "Oh," and then
Yes.
just
Yes,
and then just passing out again.
it is accurate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, shall we get you taken care of now?
I was about to say, while you walk and talk, you get to one of the clinics, and
We,
you see
Good
a.
night, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah, I can see the problem. Uh, you do
Which
know.
one?
Uh, they look at you and go, you do know that we would have to contact law enforcement about this, right?
Yes, of course, no problem. I will be waiting for their arrival. We already reached out to our contact in law enforcement as well. They are aware we're on the way to the hospital.
Okay, alright. And as you say
Um,
that, you see someone in hospital clothes coming down,
Is it, is it, is it Goodman?
looking at you and going, oh, for fuck's sake.
You had to bring her in.
Was it
Goodman.
the surgeon?
It just gives you, John, a look. It gives you all a look. And then it goes out
Who
to
walked
smoke.
in? Who walked in?
The surgeon.
Where? Oh,
Okay.
surgeon?
No, not the surgeon. It's
Where?
Goodman.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's all.
yes! Yes!
Okay, madam, I will give you a brief rundown. I think the one currently unaware of anything in the world in my arms would be the most urgent case. Then you have John, who has a few pretty deep cut wounds that probably will need stitching.
I got
Um,
stabbed.
what?
I got stabbed. Bastard stabbed me.
Yes, you
Yeah,
got
so
stabbed.
you have a few cuts that need to be.
You, no. You don't even
Yes.
finish saying that there's already people recovering Magpie and John and willing
Then
them.
there is a woman unconscious on the back of the panda.
Yeah.
She is a suspected criminal. I would inform your staff to treat her with care, possibly restrain her if necessary.
Alright. And
Hannah, did you get hurt? Sorry, I did not register.
No, I'm untouchable.
Okay, I'm glad.
They shot me, they hit me, it did nothing.
okay, so they're gonna keep you in for the night. You were not gravely wounded. None of you suffered grievous wounds. Give me a second.
I'll be by John's bedside for the night.
All right.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, uh, Magpie, you're getting healed,
Nice.
and John, you're getting healed as well.
So
I'm
Max
gonna
or
s-
just
I'm gonna step outside to join Goodman.
Goodman looks at you and goes, "So, can you tell me why the fuck John is here? Aside from being stabbed, I've seen that."
We were all following up on leads, and apparently John neglected to inform us he was following up on one. We picked him up after a distress call.
Oh, at least he had the good sense to send one.
I'm gonna ping the address to him. There should be one dead, another unconscious one, unless they woke up and ran by now.
I'm
Two
gonna.
more runners, and Red October himself ran. They had some sort of essence device that allowed him to jump out of a fifth floor window without taking damage.
That's some kit. It's not something you find any day. You need to go to specialized places for that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Luckily, because of John, I now have his information. It will be easier to find him again.
That's good. Then again, me and John had a conversation. I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be. Not to mention, consider the place that you're pointing me to. Those areas are pretty known for various kinds of dealings. Kind of wonder why John was there in the first place.
My understanding is he contacted Red October for a meeting, and that was a meeting location. But I don't have all the details. I think John got hit in the head pretty hard during the scaffolding. He also jumped down a floor, that might also be why he hit his head. He's a bit not all there at the moment.
I see. Well,
How are you faring?
she'll be out by tomorrow. It's been a boring couple of days. Can't wait to be out.
Officer Goodman, I can hardly imagine it's been boring with John reaching out to you.
What was the most exciting thing that I had the whole couple of days that I was here?
We have reached out to you on multiple occasions, have we not?
Well, yes, but information is something. Going on patrol, actually doing things, is another. No offense. I'm
Not
not
taken.
used to just sit here and wait to get better.
Do you have any plans once you're back in action?
Uh, there's still so many things tied to this case, and, well, I'm gonna have a lot of paperwork to fill. Really done my share while I was inside here. I thought I was going to die again, thanks to the damn paperwork, but still. It's done, it's out. Gonna wait Martis to give me my paycheck.
Mhm.
What about you? Aside from going around and getting shot at?
It's sort of what I'm built for.
I can see that. Pretty sturdy model. I'm sorry,
I
might be a bit rude, but is it a person in there? Is it an intelligence in there? I mean, not that I mind, but like, not surprised. Just always been a bit curious about that.
How would you define a person, Goodman?
Oh damn! You're one of the philosophical ones.
No, I'm not. I'm just wanting to make sure I answer the question within your parameters.
Well, okay. What I'm saying is, I know there's some people that just decide, as in, organics, like with flesh
If you're
and.
asking if I've ever had a body of flesh, the answer is no.
Okay, listen, I didn't want to say that you are not a person. Just it's a bit hard to define.
If the visuals running through my data stream are, however, being watched by a person, most likely. But they are not the one that's controlling the body.
All right, I see. So you're an artificial intelligence in that is independent.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
And it's that independence that has helped me saved the idiots inside a few times already.
Oh, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not trying to be
You did
offensive.
not calm down. You're gonna drop your cigarette. You did
Um,
not offend me.
okay, that's good.
Have you seen the paint I'm covered in? It's quite hard to trouble me these days.
I wanted to ask, but I'm not sure I do after I read a couple of them.
As you stated, I am not one of the flashy new models at the moment. My former employer considered me obsolete, outdated, and some rich businessmen thought it would be fun to have a war droid. So did their kid.
Oh, alright.
As per standard protocol, all my previous memories have been erased.
I see. Does it bother you? I don't know how I will feel if I will just wake up one day without knowing anything of what I did.
I'm aware it's a standard protocol. I think the life I have right now would come pretty close to what creatures with a hormonal stealth soul would consider happiness.
Well, I guess that's more than a lot of people can say. Um,
I'm helping people. I'm making people happy. At least if my facial recognition software can spot emotions well enough.
Yeah,
And
no, practice.
somewhere there's a very sick little girl who gets to go on great adventures through my eyes.
he kind of smiles and looks at you. Oh, that's very good to hear. I'm glad. It kind of gives you a pat on the back before realizing what he's doing. And it's like, oh, fuck's sake.
What
Right.
is it? I can
I
feel that, you know. I have pressure sensors.
I can feel that as well, that you're made of metal.
Yeah, the soft overlays were more focused on areas where I would make contact, not where other people would make contact. I'm sorry.
Yeah, alright. And as he looks around, you can see one of the nurses coming in and going, uh, "Sir, the antibiotics are still making effect. If you can please avoid getting in the middle of winter outside just to smoke, it would be better in the middle of the night. It will be very appreciated to just let the medicines take their course, or we're gonna have to keep you for another day." And at that, it goes, oh, right. It tosses with a It also cigarette out and it just goes back in. And by the way, very weirdly, he still smokes the normal ones. In this day and age,
Where
a
does he
lot of
find those?
it clearly has way. And it goes back in. Anything you guys want to do for tonight?
I'm going back home and checking in on my charge.
All right.
I'm gonna work on the alchemical stuff I told Maka I'd try to do.
Well, to do that, you will need to be home. You said you wanted to stay with John tonight.
Oh yeah, I can't have him being jumped again. No, I'll just be on the floor with John.
There's a police officer in there. I don't think I'm gonna get jumped.
Oh yeah, the officer. No, John, have fun. You don't need a wingman right now. Go have fun. Have fun. Here.
Well, you're not in the
Disadvantage.
same room. You're just in the same hospital. You can go visit, foe.
He can go visit, and that's all that matters. All
Before
right,
I
yeah,
leave,
I'm gonna go home
Jerry,
and do
I'm gonna.
alchemical shit.
Yeah.
See you at home, buddy.
Okay. Before I leave, I'm gonna clean up Hornet and put them on the table next to Magpie's bed.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
And leave them with a glass of water.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go check on my charge. She's never happy if I leave when I leave in the middle of the night.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, you have a convention with Lifecraft, but it's still gonna cost you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna be
Well, a certain
down.
Penna was bragging about how rich they were, so I figured
A
they would
certain bandit
take
has
care of it.
probably spent the rest of their money on a waterbed. You're gonna be down about 150 credits for the treatment
Okay.
each.
On,
Oh,
Math. How do I math?
on my way home, I'm also going to reach out to the police station and ask if any of the officers in question if any of the officers that questioned us are present.
You receive a response that no, they're not there at the moment.
Mhm. Can I leave a message?
Sure.
And I'm going to relay the information of the confirmed identity of the suspect that fled the scene
All right.
at the Plaza Massacre. And that in order to confirm the identity, some of our members got injured and are currently at a hospital so that they might receive notice of them coming in as well.
Okay.
I think Panda's gonna, before they go to bed, take a picture, like take a selfie, and send it to Janine Blisk.
All right. In the hospital, you're gonna take a selfie at the hospital.
No. I'm leaving John to go work on alcohol shit because John got game, and I think he's got it with Goodman. So I'm going home. I'm gonna do the alchemical shit. And I'm gonna send that selfie.
You receive one in return.
Fuck yeah, living life.
And with that, if there's nothing
Send
else,
another selfie when I start alchemical shit.
oh, Janine is gonna send you a couple of questions like, "What are you doing? How are you doing
Preparing for war.
this?" Uh,
Um,
Now, Panda,
hmm.
considering that you wanted so desperately to craft, I have rules for that shit.
Oh shit. New rules for crafting.
Well, yes, they are there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell you what you're going to need.
Okay.
So, let's talk about crafting for a second. You all, if you have appropriate skill, can do crafting things. Like, you can create various kinds of things. To do that, you will need resources. This means that you need to go out and you need to actually do some gathering. You need to
Okay.
you need to get raw materials. Either you go out and actually get them, or you're going to need to acquire them through the markets for a cost. And along with that, you will need to refine them. All this process means that you're going to need to spend some time to do this. Now, in your
Okay.
case, you are trying to make alchemical essence, right?
Yes.
To make alchemical essence from scratch, you will need to gain the resources that you need to extract the sort of essence that you want. In this case, you're trying to get black essence. Black essence is an element of decay, of corruption, and all that, right? Black essence
Yeah.
is like corruption and decay, and is used in strong acids, poisons, antibiotics, and antivirals. To get black essence, you need to find alchemical ingredients that have the black essence in them. In your case, it's gonna be poisonous plants, poisonous things, all the sort of things that can cause that sort of decay.
Cherry,
Yes?
is it okay if I tap out here, please? Because it sounds like you're wrapping up. And
Yeah, sure, don't worry. Nano's gonna just go back and dock.
yes. Good night, everybody. Have
Good
fun.
night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.
But
What did you
yes,
say? I zoned out. I heard about what it's born from. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, what was
basically what you need to do is gain resources and gain the ingredients that you need to refine black essence.
that? Okay, and where would I find these? Can I check to see if I have anything
You don't. I'm
in
gonna
the
tell you
lab
right
outside?
now.
No,
At the moment, you
lab's
don't.
empty as fuck. Okay,
Even
cool.
because black essence is one of
Yeah,
the more
Pussy's trying to
controlled
make drugs.
substances.
Okay.
You're still after that astral weed.
That astral weed. I know Pussy has had some astral weed. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro, that they haven't. They've been in the astral plane.
So yeah,
Um, I guess. Do we have an eBay for resources?
you do. Do you have the money?
Possibly.
I mean, what you're looking for is the sort of ingredients that will have poison in them. So you're looking at poisonous glands, poisonous plants. And remember, to extract things, you need
Yeah.
ingredients that are very rich in that sort of essence. So you can just get the one that gives you a bit of a stomach ache. The poison needs to be deadly.
Okay.
This is
You
what you're
have to
looking
get
for.
fucking nightshades.
Yeah.
How close would you say woods are to where Panda stays?
How far the woods are?
Yeah.
Pretty far. You will
Pretty
have to
far.
go. You
Okay.
have to go on the outskirts, and remember, you have the whole city, and you have Old Town to go through before you get to Wilderness.
Okay. So I think can I know cheap poisonous plants? This is what I'm gonna look up. Cheap poisonous plants for sale.
Well, not on eBay, that's for sure.
Not on eBay. Just a quick cyber Google search.
Hmm.
Well, here's the thing: if you are going through normal means, you won't find it. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's
Okay.
not gonna happen because you're talking really controlled substances here.
You have to go through the dark web.
We have to
Either
go
that or
through the dark web.
either that or you need to go to specialized stores. But if you go back to the if you go through the specialized stores, we do need a paper trail as well.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So,
And let's be honest, black essence is one of those things that is pretty easy to realize someone is making.
could I? Am I a part of the Mages Guild?
There's not a major skill, but there are people that are interested in the groups. Do you have any contacts in that?
Um. Yeah. I'd like to talk with a bunch of like alchemists who know where to get shit for cheap or just to forge for it.
Do you have contacts with that? Do you have contacts in those
Uh,
environments?
nah, I don't.
You can look for them, and you can try
Oh, yeah.
to talk with them.
Yeah, let's look for forum boards.
Yeah,
Was that gather information?
yeah, you can go. You can get gather information. Considering that you are what's it called? Considering that you are just entering this sort of environment, and since you don't have any other contacts, you're gonna be at -2
Okay.
at the moment.
-2.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I might have to go after this one now. Oh, hey, guess what? You just made this flat roll. Ew.
With that, I will say that you can manage to start getting some contacts that talk with you. You know, online friendship. You get to know a couple of people, but still nothing to figure out where you will find what you need to do, what you want to do.
Okay. Well, I guess that's Santa for the night. He's disappointed.
Aw.
Here's what
We'll
it is.
we'll get you some fucking deathly poisonous some things next
Oh, get some
time.
deadly poisonous something. Yeah.
In the meantime, Naughty Mouse,
Yes.
Guys, I'm gonna head out. Canada's gone.
are you looking at the boards at the moment? You know which ones?
Yes, I'm looking at the board.
There are a couple new posts from a certain someone calling you
See you all
out
later.
as a
Bye
snitch.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye to Panda. Yeah, there are a couple posts calling you out as a snitch.
Son of a bitch.
And in the meantime, you all receive a notification from Ark about a couple new jobs. Like
Oh.
Ark sends you this notification going, there are new jobs available at the headquarters. And you're making a number of expenses lately.
Yeah. Hospital is not cheap.
It's really not, especially in this
Especially
day and
not in the
age.
States.
This is the state of steroids when it comes to medical.
Yeah, well, without the contract with Lightcraft, what would we have paid, like 20,000?
Fuck.
Anyway,
That's how medical bills work out here.
The US is weird.
it
Shit.
really is. With
It's a
that,
nightmare.
I will say that we can finish session for tonight. We went on a bit further because we had combat earlier. We're gonna. Today's combat is not being like. Is gonna be a bit looked around. And.
Yeah, don't
Titan.
forget people, the game is still in late alpha, so
Yeah.
everything is subject to change.
Yeah, exactly. And we have. It's mostly a matter of couple balancing a couple over things that I overlooked tonight, but everything's gonna be fine. And with that, we're gonna leave you for tonight, and we're gonna bid you all good night. And thank you for coming. Do remember, please follow our page if you want to catch to see when we're live. You can follow us on social media. I'm gonna send the messages here so you can see all our links. And the VODs are gonna be uploaded on Monday at 7 p.m. on our YouTube channel and as a podcast form on Anchor FM. But you can listen on Anchor FM, Spotify, and other platforms as well. Uh, uh, and with that being said, good night.
Bye bye.
Gonna see you next week at the same time. Bye.